Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Hope you didn't miss us. Glad you could be joining us today for our stream, live coverage of the MVSSEA Fall 2020 Valorant League. You had the privilege of casting by Isabel and Hobbs yesterday, but it is Michael and I who have the pleasure of bringing you today's clash between Byrne Creek and Alpha. Ascent, our map pick today. First time in this entire league. Does that surprise you at all, Michael?
Yeah, so as you just mentioned, this is the first time we're actually seeing Ascent in play. Most teams have banned it almost immediately, and this will be interesting to see how Ascent plays out.
Turn out. Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
Yeah, so as we were mentioning before, a few technical difficulties. Alpha only lost one half so far, 4-1. And this game is pretty important for Byrne. It could help propel them into the upcoming playoffs. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Pistol round is about to commence. Pretty even spread over the map of defenders. But it does look like, I believe Byrne is on attacker, so that's going to be red. And they will be opting to put their presence towards B. There are two players ready here, yeah.
Two players here for the side of Alpha. They are going to be Killjoy and Jet. Killjoy has her utility down, so that might be the thing going for them here. As Byrne looks to pull away from this potentially fast B take. They are going to look to aggress towards mid, missing a couple shots on the boom bot, but getting there in the end. As they move up, I'm not sure they'll expect Raze in this position, almost catching the Omen off guard. If they pick Raze off here, that will be a huge frag siege. Now all the information being gained from the recon bolt. Raze, Johnny B. Good exposing his location a little bit early, in my opinion. And does get punished for it, so Chaotic with the first pick to make it a 4v5. For the side of Byrne, looks like we'll see what they want to do with this. They do have the defenders a bit isolated. Killjoy has her turret on B, so she is confident that that will be
30
held.
seconds left.
As they do look to aggress towards the B site. Jet peeking out. It is a 4v4. It has been equalized with the health points heavily favoring Alpha here. And wise not to re-peek that Jet. Held by the Reyna. 13 seconds. They need to get a move on here.
10
They
seconds
just funnel
left.
into the B site. First by Nico. Second as well. Third in the round. And looks like they've burnt down the time enough to burn this round down.
Standing.
And Nico even with a fourth. So that is going to be the first round.
Remaining.
Yeah, Partner getting that last kill, bit of a consolation frag, but Alpha will take the first round. Good defense from them on that B side, just keeping Byrne out and just ticking down the clock so that they run out of time. Going to the second round, I expect Alpha to be buying up SMGs. Just gotta, keep their lead that they've already gained. Gonna see an arrow from Sova out early. Byrne will be leaning towards the A site this round. Do have so far one player going down cat. Byrne has taken a pretty good mid control. Oh, he could catch Sova off guard. However, Sova does realize that cat is exposed and getting the kill hunt to Chaotic. And a second hunt to Partner. At this point, 3 players pushing on the site. Victor, nice kill. They do have control of the A site. At the very least, they'll be looking to get the spike down.
Spike planted.
Down to a retake for Alpha. All 3 players set up in decent positions, but this Cypher getting mowed down by Sova. Zeno, nice kill. Mami will get the fourth though, and Alpha close out the second round. At the very least, Byrne do get that spike plant though.
Yeah, it's again a pretty clean round from Alpha. Last one was a little bit scrappy, but this one they take a little bit more convincing lead. It is not to worry though, they did have the guns going into that Byrne did well to take away 2 of those weapons. Funneling onto that A site, as soon as there was a trigger, there was a kill in the other part of the map, they just flooded onto that site and overwhelmed Sova, which was good. A good take. They will be able to buy into this round. A bit of a bonus from Alpha. If they can get this one, they can build up a nice bank. But they aren't looking to reinvest just yet. The bank isn't quite big enough.
Time to
As Byrne looks to have some aggression towards the B site. As they push forward, 2 players scanned at mid, so that is information given to Alpha, but not to what avail, we don't know. Raze is sitting in market, playing a bit of a passive position in case they choose to push up mid. Has the Killjoy and the Jet on site to defend her B site. Should that become a should that be required? As the Killjoy turret spots out at least 1 player. So you have that information now. All the players rotating in, actually, all 5 have left the A site. Are either at mid or at the B site. A nice bit of damage onto Chaotic. Shoots out a recon bolt. Nice reaction time to get that and not give any information away. As they push onto site, Nick goes utility doing a whole lot of work here. Ooh, gets there in the end, you know. It is a 4v, 3v1 now for the side of Byrne Creek with the best chance so far. Keep in mind, it is a bonus round for Alpha. If he can take away a couple more of these guns, that would be ideal. As he works his way into the site. Into the market, knows where 1 is. He's aware of his second player. Second player is close. I'm not sure he's ready, and he isn't. Partner catches him out for a 3rd in the round. Byrne Creek gets there first.
Yeah, you know, that was a pretty good round from them being able to take that site control, and, you know, as soon as they got that spike down with that 3v1 advantage, you know, unfortunately, Johnny just had to, you know, I assumed he was going to save, but didn't end up happening. Alpha will have kind of a half buy, and Byrne Creek will get that full buy. This time leaning towards the A site. Could be a split. Peeking out into mid. Smoke's going down from both sides. Pushing Cat. Might be able to catch a timing onto Sova.
Yeah, but look at the
Chaotic
rage.
pushing. Will he clear the angle? Partner clearing Mami-chan. Zeno getting a nice shot on site. That is the site taken for Byrne. They will get that spike down. 3v5. Alpha will probably choose to go for this. Yeah, this round is mostly just to get a half buyout, try to win. And if they can, at least the next round, they will get that full buy. A lot of utility being used. Johnny rushing onto site, but will get killed, and Byrne does close out the round. 2-2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, an equalizer. So that does make things interesting here. Both teams have economy. This is going to be a rifle v rifle round, a gun v gun round. We've seen a couple of saves so far. Mami-chan not quite with the amount of money that you would want, but nonetheless, 1 player with an op, 3 players with rifles on the side of Alpha, and all rifles, all Vandals. In fact, no, sorry, 1 Phantom on the side of Byrne Creek. As they look to extend a bit of a lead, early lead into this attacker side of Ascent. Looks like they're going to send 1 player as a lurk. That drone does not spot partner, so that could spell trouble, but that arrow will confirm her location. Not able to dodge out of it just in time. Also not able to destroy it, so Sova with the information that there's at least 1 here, but there is the Omen working into the B site. Killjoy is here, Nick Go, with all her utility. So it's gonna look... I'm not sure they want to go for a B take here. There is a lot of utility. If Omen can take some of that out, if they can draw some of the rotations, maybe that would be kind of a nice situation for them to be going for a B take. But other than that, I think they would be probably better off trying their luck elsewhere. As they sneak into the smoke. Oh, this is huge. I'm not sure they're going to spot Johnny be good. Able to get one, surprisingly. I thought he was going to get taken out by Zeno, but Zeno not quite clearing the corner. They're now moving, advancing quickly into the
30
B site.
seconds left.
Have taken it by force. As Jet dashes away, and the site is Byrne Creeks for now, but there is a man advantage towards the Alpha side if they choose to commit to the retake. B site is notoriously hard to retake though. As they move in, the recon bolt scanning, and might take down takes down one player for free, and nearly another, but Victor with the movement to dodge it. Defender Killjoy. Ult isn't going to do anything. They know he's backside, and they're going to be closing in on him. They are going to keep 3 players alive. Yeah, looks like they're going to keep 3 players alive. Mami Chan finishing out with a stinger. Even with the lackluster weaponry, they're still able to close the round. So Alpha takes it. Third for them.
Yeah, early on it looked like it was going to be Burns, and they did get that aggressive mid control and even the site, but in the end, Alpha does come out on top with their skills in retaking. Next round,
right.
Burns still looks like they have money to buy. Alpha actually looks like they may be in a worse financial state than the last round. Maybe the AWP wasn't the best financial choice. And we're going to end up with 3 rifles, a pistol, and an SMG. So it'll be interesting to see how they're able to fend off the attackers this round.
Cover going up.
Byrne looks like they're going to have some presence towards B. But the bomb's currently still in spawn at this point. Whether they'll go A or B, they don't even seem like they know at this point. Chaotic taking a quick peek. Spotted by the drone. Omen pushed up pretty far in Cat.
Careful now.
So at the very least, I'll know what's happening mid. Looks like we're gonna go into the B take. Killjoy actually hiding in the corner. Able to get one onto Chaotic. Still hiding in the corner, hasn't been cleared yet.
Target down.
Zeno, nice shot through the wall. Partner, another nice shot onto Mami Chan in market, and that is almost B site. Nice shot from Zeno. Very nice headshot there.
One enemy remaining.
Down to a 3v1.
Spike planted.
At this point, Johnny be good. Looks like he's gonna try to catch someone off guard, but Partner does find the third. 3-3. Yeah, so far a very balanced game. Going into this next round, once again they're going to send Zeno on the lurk towards A. The rest of the team is going to head towards B, however.
Revealing area.
Quick arrow early on. Johnny hiding in the smoke. However, they are pushing towards the A site. Nice kill. Down to a 4v5 for Alpha. Partner getting the trade, however, onto Johnny. And actually looks like Byrne's gonna just push up mid through market. Oh, nice shots from Killjoy, taking out 2 players. They are locked out of the site by that door. 1v4. And Omen getting that last kill onto Partner. 4-3 for Alpha.
This might have been one of the closer matches we've seen so far. Alpha taking the edge on that round, and that they did wonderful to not take any huge casualties there, right? They had 4 alive at the end. Maybe not, all the armor preserved, maybe not a flawless round, but nonetheless, they keep 4 players alive, they keep that economy going, and I think for them to be able to pull ahead in this half, they have to start building that economy. That same thing with Byrne, right? If they can string together a couple of rounds, then maybe that will do wonders for their economies, but right now it's just been a 1-to-1 back and forth battle. There is going to be a quicker rotation. Jet changing your mind actually. Just sitting around CT spawn is That pick is gonna prompt her to rotate towards the A side. There are only 2 players here, but Raze could be caught in mid. They do take the pick, so 5v3 now. We'll see if Alpha wants to take the retake. Want to take their chances.
Spike planted.
James could look to lock out the site, but still a doable round for Alpha. We'll see what they choose to go with. 1 player working in from Garden, 2 from Heaven. Is Phoenix here and is able to close it out. So Alpha not even taking 1 pick. We are going back and forth 1-1, and it is going to be 4th to equalize for Byrne.
Yeah, so far this is actually a very even game, just trading rounds back and forth. And it's quite interesting considering the map is Ascent, which has, you know, historically been a very CT-sided map. So it's good to see that Byrne is able to find those gaps and exploit them and get into sight. Going to the next round, looks like Alpha has a bit of financial problem.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, looks like looking for that early pick. Not quite going to get it. This positioning from Killjoy could catch them off guard. So far, Byrne Creek leaning very heavily towards the B. There is a lurker on A, getting a nice pick though, Xeno. And that's going to prompt Byrne to rotate over to the A site. And at this point, if Alpha wants to keep them out, they're going to have to rotate very soon. Looks like both players are going to actually move over towards the A site. However, Byrne's still sitting mid. Nice kill from Jet with the knife onto Partner. Yeah, looks like going in with a blind. Gets shot onto Johnny B. Good. Down to a 3v4. 2v3.
Oh.
And 1v3. Only 1 defender left, Mami-chan. His location is revealed, and he only has a stinger. Spike will go down. Oh, nice shot onto the head, but not quite killing. Does get a gun, however.
Over. You're dead.
Phoenix is gonna ult, trying to get rid of every player on the Alpha side. Flashing in. Sova doing well to keep himself alive there. Looks like he might have accidentally hit the reload key or run out of ammo in that last few seconds, but yeah, ZP getting the last kill.
Yeah, I don't think he was quite prepared for that player. I think he was looking more towards the Phoenix pushing out from sight. But yeah, well done from Byrne to kind of hunt down that last rifle. They know Alpha's economy is kind of on the rocks. They will be able to scrape together a buy here, but nothing's looking too good for both sides. Byrne able to streak together 2 rounds, and they are able to take a buy forward. Looks like for the latter end of this half, they will be able to take guns into it. As Johnny B. Good looks to maybe take a little bit more of a aggressive position. I think if the A hit comes in, he might be in a pivotal position in Cat. I'm not sure they're ready for him. And yeah, it looks like they're not checking for it. He does take a free pick. Ooh. Gets bested by Partner through the wall. Gets a headshot. As sprayed down by Mami-chan. Good guessing as to where that player would be after the first initial pick. There is a Phoenix behind enemy lines. I'm not sure they know he's here yet. He is going to have to move quickly, otherwise he will be trapped by the defender Killjoy's ult. He does take 2 down with him. Not even fallen yet. He is in Heaven. Heaven is compromised. I don't know if they know that. They sure do. He gets the pick. As they look to... Jet looks to do something here with her rifle, but isn't able to close anything out. A 6th, 3rd in a row for Byrne Creek.
Yeah, they've seem to have been able to break the streak of rounds being traded back and forth, and Byrne do have a lead, not a huge one, but a lead over Alpha. And that last round, you know, almost looked like Alpha was able to get back into sight, but that wrap from Xeno just ended the hopes of that.
Yeah, that won the round for sure, right? That
yeah.
Wrap from Xeno. He had the clock to be working against as well with the ult ticking down. But he
Yeah.
just held his nerve, got the 2 picks that he needed to, and closed out the round.
Alpha once again very broke going into this round. Killjoy does have a Bucky. We've seen how powerful it can be at close range. So this could work in their favor. It does look like Killjoy will get cleared by the drone, however. Maybe, maybe not.
I'm not sure. Gosper.
Oh, immediately gets a kill onto Zeke, but is traded by Victor. At this point, a 3v4. Spike is going down. Xeno, nice shot onto Nami-chan. 2v4, and you know now Alpha does have a clock to work against. Only a sheriff on this player.
Your fault.
Ooh.
Nice shot onto
Player
Chaotic.
standing.
Partner does trade it back though. 1v2. The Cypher is coming around the corner, and that swing just ends Johnny Be Good, and we are on to 7-4.
Yeah,
Last
clearly the
round before the
communication
half.
there, right? For Byrne Creek, they knew that there was a player right now. They couldn't lose that. They couldn't isolate the 1v1 duels. So Cypher just swings and takes initiative, and takes it down. So good work from them. As they have an economy built up, it won't matter as they switch sides, but tossing guns over the edge. As they still can buy into this round. Money, not a problem. Alpha also in money, not a problem. They took that last save. But yeah, some amazing shots coming through that Jet. And even Nick, right? The Killjoy with his Bucky, he does first take the Phoenix Ult, and then he takes another player down with him. The fact that the Bucky, the $900 investment, can get those 2 picks is quite amazing on its own. Good work from him to try to hold that down. And all in all, not a bad save from them. Only leaving 2 players left. It's not going to have too big of an impact. But we will see as we go into this final round. It's not too decisive at this point. Whoever maybe wins the pistol or can claw back a couple rounds to start the attacker side, and this will be even. Oh, partner just barely through the wall, able to get the headshot. Oh, Sammy Chan just swamped with enemies pushing him 3. Not able to get a single one. Nick nearly with the Odin, but only good for 1. They push from all angles, and they are gonna stay with 4 alive and 8 on the board. So that's gonna be 8-4 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, 8-4 on the attacker side of Ascent. That's pretty impressive. At this point, we'll have to see if they're able to keep attackers out as well as they've been doing as pushing into site. They do have a Cypher in comparison to the Killjoy on the Alpha team. Wonder how the difference there will go between the Sentinels. Similar, you know, spread of players. Don't know what's happening on screen right now. Interesting. And we do have the jumping bombs trick. But yeah, similar spread on the CT side. Looks like a bunch of players are looking to push Cat. Killjoy already pushed up most of Cat. Is gonna try to catch the timing. He's being looked at right now. Did Xeno see him? Xeno sees them. Immediately just gonna, you know, pull back Molly. Gets the nice shot onto Johnny though. And at this point, most of the players are gonna be rotating on site. Nice shot from Zeke as well. Chaotic through the wall. Traded back though. 2v4. Partner not quite connecting, but does eventually get the shot. And Victor, final kill, closing it out 9-4 for Byrne.
Yeah, maybe double digits here for them. Again, Byrne green on your screen, Alpha red on your screen, but maybe double digits for them unless Alpha is something to show us in this potential eco or even force spy. As Byrne Creek will be able to invest at least a bit into this round. We're going to see a couple Spectres, SMGs coming through, maybe one player on a Marshall. And yeah, pretty standard stuff. We're not seeing anything too crazy right now. But Partner, able to get 2 with his Bulldog. And able to get the heal off, so not even any damage. what
player
damage has been
remaining.
negated by the heal. Good damage when it's down onto the Sova, but it's not quite enough. Just the double tap with the right click with the classic, but not able to connect for enough damage. And yeah, Byrne Creek into double digits.
Yeah, that early, those early 2 picks from Partner really did propel Byrne into a position to win that round, and they eventually
Yeah.
did, convert on that advantage.
Yeah.
And it was better weaponry against pistols. You really wouldn't usually expect a win with those kinds of odds. And Byrne does pull off the anti-eco.
Yeah.
Going to this round, Alpha does have full rifles. Byrne still on their SMGs and rifles. Once again, pretty heavily leaning towards the A site. Actually, looks like all players are going to opt to go through main.
Yeah, I think Nick caught a bit of damage at B, and that prompted them into a bit of an A-lane here.
Yeah. Actually, it might look like they're going to go cat. Turret first down, just to try to find some players. They find none. At this point, they're just going to run up cat. There is a player, though, who pushed out B. Partner, could catch them. However, he is immediately down to almost no health. All of the players on Alpha, though, aren't too healthy themselves. 4v4, though, Chaoxic and Johnny getting nice shots, followed up by Jet. Looks like Alpha do have the site. Spike hasn't gotten there yet. They're looking to deny the plant, but caught out by Johnny. Be good with his back turns, 3rd for him. Spike will go down, and down to Partner, only 2 health points, though. He's gonna need a miracle to win this round. Interestingly, though, none of the players are actually watching the site. Relying on that flank from the Jet. At this point, all the players on Alpha are realizing that he's here. Omen just doesn't want any of that. Immediately headshot to the dome of Partner.
Yeah, and you can see what prompted that, right? At first, Alpha was kind of pushing and prodding at Byrne Creek. They were seeing where kind of players were and what the setup was. But eventually, Nick Go catching a bit of damage at B, and that prompted them to kind of go towards that A lane. I think they were considering an A rush at one point, but they decided against it. It worked out for them. They kind of regressed towards mid a little bit. They caught out that Reyna's position, which was really crucial, right? If they hadn't have caught that flank early, it could have, gotten worse and worse. But they are able to shut it down, find out about it early, as they move into the next round with full rifles. It's going to be spotted by the drone, but we cut over here to Nick Go. He's the player we were talking about last time. Shot him straight in the face as well. You can't really see out of that spike cam dart.
Deploying drone.
It is hollow though, so the drone getting stuck on the ledge a little bit, but will be able to clear out this cat player, which could have been deadly if not checked for. As falls back. They know there's a player in Chaoxic now at bottom of mid, but they don't know how to draw him out quite yet. They don't know where he is. There is Phoenix that could swing, and Reyna as well that could swing to counteract any push towards mid. That would not be wise to push through the smoke at this point. Looks like they are looking towards a cat play. There are players at CT, but only Sova rather actually on site. He is going to be sitting in hell, so not sure they're going to check this. If they are, he takes shots. Now they know.
30 seconds
They have
left.
the information to work with. He is reloading. He's going to be pushed. Oh, a couple of shots missed, but able to pull it back in the end. Great recovery from Roman.
One enemy remaining.
Warrior break coming in, and they know he's under. He needs to play with his talk to the best friend at this point. First headshot is his. Not able to follow it up. Zeno with the pistol, closing it out. 11th for Byrne Creek.
That was an excellent try at holding sight there. From under, getting that first shot as they dropped down, but the other 3 were just able to overwhelm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that will be the 11th.
That was just a power and numbers play, right? They had 4 players, they just pushed at the same time, and there's really no way you can take all of them at once.
At the very least, Alpha did get that plant money, and they will have rifles going into this round, so they have another chance. But you know, if they lose this round, they're gonna be forced not only onto match point, but you know, they won't have any money to buy. They'll be at an extreme disadvantage. So this really is the crucial round. And as for Byrne Creek, as we mentioned earlier, this is the game or the match that could propel them into the playoffs. And so far, they're doing amazingly.
This very round could determine the fate of this match. We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Early aggression into mid. Already pushed up Cat for the most part. Mid control, you know, seems to not have been a priority for these teams on the defending side.
Oh.
Nice shot from Omen onto Ziki. Pushing towards that A site. Only one player even remotely close to the site. Currently just hiding, trying to bait time for that rotate. Partner, nice shot onto Johnny Be Good. Spike is actually mid though, heading towards Market, but does get swung.
Player remaining.
Nice shots all around from Byrne Creek and down to Omen. 1v3. Does have a good chunk of health left, but so do Byrne. Trying to not make noise, does accidentally step. Zeno's just waiting for it. Doesn't get the first shot, flashing out. Looks like he might actually try to go hunt for this, now that they know where he is.
30
And
seconds
all three
left.
players just closing in. Nice shot from Zeno, and it's 12-5 for Byrne.
Match point.
Yeah, twist, but Byrne Creek, they are surprising us, taking a lead. One of the stronger teams in this tournament, Alpha, but Byrne Creek just showing us that they are being accustomed to this tournament, they are getting there, and they have a great chance of moving into the playoffs now. And if they can take this momentum forward, I am talking as though this match is already over, but there are more rounds to play out. Alpha is able to get a fourth together. They can string together 7 rounds. It is going to be unlikely. It's also going to be difficult, but not impossible. That goes to overtime.
You should run.
Information they're looking to. As the information is also shot out. The player on site, they know this now. There's one reloading. That's what he's going to be pushing through. That's Serena. Oh, it takes 2. We're going down. Victor adding 1 to the mix as well. Third. There's 3v4. And Victor gonna add to that for a second and a third. That's gonna be closing it out. 13-5 to the favor of Byrne Creek. Were you expecting that at all, Michael?
I did not, to be honest, just looking at the stats alone and the past matches. And this has been a pretty big upset, you know, defeating Alpha. Coming into this match, we did mention Ascent was an interesting map pick, and Byrne was actually the team that chose this map. So, you know, maybe they've been practicing on it quite a bit, and clearly you can see that they've been very strong on both the defender and attacker sides of this map.
Yeah. They've just been absolutely solid on both sides, and maybe that is a key factor in their back pocket, right? If they can get like 2 maps down in the map pool, we only have 4, right? You can take those bans and those picks, that can be your best friend. And so for them to come into this map, pick Ascent, and then play it through and actually defeat Alpha, which I think is what, like 2nd or 3rd in the tournament right now.
Yeah.
That is a huge upset, and for them to be able to do that, that's extraordinary. And for Alpha, you know, nothing lost here at all, right? They just need to take the momentum. Maybe Ascent is not a map that they want to pick. Maybe it's a map that they are looking to. They weren't expecting going into this matchup. Maybe it's a map that they need to work on a little bit. But yeah, nothing lost at all for them. They are going to be carrying forward all of that morale and everything into the playoffs as we get closer and closer to the end of the regular season. And for Byrne Creek, they still have one match to go until the playoffs. But yeah, bringing forward this boost of confidence and this morale will definitely help them in the later stages of this tournament.
Yeah, as you mentioned, this map pick, you know, we definitely did not expect this.
No.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just assume next time Alpha's playing a match, this may be the first map that they ban, just based on the outcome of today's game. And, you know, Byrne did a lot of things right, taking some risks, you know, taking proper risks and being able to secure these rounds, especially with certain rounds. You know, some of the highlights I saw was for example, when they had that site, that wraparound from Xeno, getting those 2 players that were above the site, that was influential in making sure that they don't have a chance at retaking. And yeah, each of the players on Byrne just bringing their best to the table, and in the end, they do win.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't even there was definitely strategy behind those pushes. There was definitely, you could see the kind of the experience and the kind of familiarity with this map a little bit. Of course, Alpha, I'm sure they're queuing and, probably practicing on this map as well, but just not to the same degree as Byrne Creek quite. I think that like I said before, Byrne Creek, this is going to be a great advantage for them to have that advantage in the map picks and vetoes. That is going to be possibly a deciding factor in some of these matches going forward.
Yeah, and I kind of wondered if they do make it into the playoffs and they go against, let's say Killarney, so far the front runner of this season. I wonder if Byrne Creek would be able to upset against Killarney on a map like Ascent, where they've shown so much to everyone. They've shown exactly what they have to offer.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was a very good match for them.
Yeah, nothing
Other than
lost
that,
for them. We haven't seen Killarney on this map. Yeah, you said they were the front runners. They've been, almost flawless in this tournament, but we haven't seen them yet on Ascent. We don't know what a matchup like that would exactly bring. So that is going to be a very interesting factor moving forward. And yeah, not to say we're, degrading the performance of Alpha at all here, right? They played their best. They got a couple of really important rounds on the board. They had individual skill. They were playing as a team. They were, they had strategies. But in this case, in this map, it didn't quite work out against Byrne Creek. I think that just with a little bit of practice and maybe a little bit of, team talking it over, watching the VOD, I think that they could also have this map as one that they can rely on, they can play in the map vetoes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it looks like Byrne Creek just had the better strategies prepared for this map to counter everything Alpha had, and it definitely looks like they have looked at Alpha's past matches, thought about what they might do if they were playing on a map like Ascent, and figured out the perfect things to combat that. Other than that, that's it from us. Our next games will be tomorrow, Camby versus Vantech at 4:30 p.m., followed by Killarney versus St. Thomas at 8 p.m., and then on Sunday, final game of the regular season, Byrne Creek versus St. Thomas, Sunday, 8 p.m. And yeah, that's it from us. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.